that I kind of brought in at the same time as I brought in Spectrum Gardenia. So just a quick refresher. If you have not seen Spectrum Gardenia before, this collection is Spectrum Gardenia. Oh my goodness, it's stunning. It's just, the color palette is so beautiful. There's lots of black in it. I mean, there's a good balance of black in it so that, you know, it kind of helps to tone down or ground all that color and kind of give your eye a place to focus. So that's an example of Spectrum Gardenia, and I'll show you the paper pack that's from. And then those are laser cuts, and I'll show you where those are from. Let me grab another sip of water, and then I'll show you one other example. I had started using this on one of our lists when we were together last. I used a combination again of the laser cut butterflies and then also another package of the laser cut pieces. So we'll take a look at all of those things right now. Alrighty. So Spectrum Gardenia also currently in stock and shipping now. Let's start with these. These just came out at the same time as Spectrum Gardenia. 49 and Market has added a couple of new colors to their kind of color palette, their color swatches that they do. So I brought in the two that they have added. One is called Ocean and one is called Lavender. So for all my lavender purple fans out there, this is for you. This is like lavender all day long. Starting with the film strips. So the film strips are very cool. They are transparencies. And I won't open the Ocean ones, but I'll open these and this will give you a feel for them. These are so cool, but they're really like your film strips. I mean, that one is a solid that is a little bit transparent. Elizabeth said, yes, purple. Karen says lavender, yes. So you have a couple that are that solid strip. And then look at, I mean, how fun would that be? I'll have to do something with these. I can see these would be super fun. Excuse me. In a traveler's notebook, put your little photos. Look at, you could put photo there, 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 and there. That would be a lot of fun to play with. And then you even have some of these smaller guys, but they really look like the the film strips from, well, I was going to say back in the day. I mean, I know they still have them. They still do make film, but just so fun, right? You could do little, you could put little words in there. You could even, I mean, these are big enough. If you wrote small, you could even write little things on your list in there. So those are the film strips. Those are the lavender film strips. And then you also have Ocean. All right. Then we have the acetate leaves. So we played with the acetate leaves a few times before. There are 70 pieces in these little acetate leaf packs. So we'll look at lavender again. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is like a purple lover's dream, isn't it? Purple lover's dream. So good. Those you can attach either with, your, like your tape runner. You can attach with glue dot. You could staple. I'm trying to see. Oh, there we go. So I had used some on this list. I had used the rouge, I think. So that was one of the leaves, and then that was one of the little butterflies that I used. The great accents for obviously any of your crafting projects, but just beautiful. And as you can see, they're like little transparencies. So they're a little bit, well, they are very transparent, parts of them. If you are adhering with either a glue dot or any kind of adhesive, my little tip there is to put it behind the color, right? You'll see it a lot less. You really won't see it if you put your adhesive behind the color as opposed to the clear part. So I always try to get strategic when I'm working with these. Like this one, I put my adhesive like right up there behind the block, and then you'll never even see it. Alrighty, I have to open up this blue pack because this blue pack is pretty stunning. Oh, Melissa, I love that. Melissa said I could use those purple leaves on a Halloween spooky page. You totally could. Look at the blue. Look at that blue. Is just so pretty. It's such a beautiful blue. We won't open up any other blue, but we had to see that because that is just so stunning. All the detail in here. I mean, look at, you can see all of the little veins in the leaf. Artwork is just beautiful. All right. So those are the acetate leaves. Oh my goodness, poor mailman today, you guys. Whoa. My entire front porch was full. The entire front porch was full. At one point, Lily's like, he needs to come soon, Scott. Scott needs to come soon because there's no more room to put any packages. That was because of all the mini book kits that were going out. All right, so then let's take while I'm on Ocean for a second, I brought in the Ocean frame set. I don't know why I didn't bring in the lavender one, but the Ocean frame set, these are really cool. These are very thin chipboard. They're not even really chipboard. They're more like die cuts, but they're just super simple frames. But look at, like, you have the stitching. That's part of the artwork. But those of you that are like me that pull out your sewing machine and when you even look at it, the whole bobbin like makes a giant knotted mess and you have to like throw up your hands and walk away. This gives you the look of that beautiful stitching and you don't even have to get out your sewing machine or plug it in or untangle the bobbin. So those are beautiful, all different sized frames. And there are 18. So those are sized to fit 2x3s, 3x4s, 4x6s, 3x3s, and 4x4s it looks like. Although that one looks like it's sized to 4x6, I think. Yeah, I think maybe they forgot the 4x6 on the back. Oh no, 4x6, that's me. Don't mind me. Just still reeling from hitting my head after falling down the stairs. That's what we'll chalk it up to. Okay, next up, the lavender rub-ons, and then you also have the, don't I have? I think there's also Ocean rub-ons. Anyhow, let's take a look at these. Rub-ons are becoming super popular again, you guys. Between 49 and Market and Simple Stories, we have lots of awesome rub-ons that we're seeing in the market these days. So these are 6x8 sheets, so a sheet of the butterflies, sheet of those beautiful flowers, but then also look at like the ink splotches. Love that. Especially for those of you like me that aren't really into the mixed media. You love the mixed media look, but you don't really know how to do it or don't want to get all the stuff out or have to figure it out and get your hands all inky. All of that, all of those ink splatters, just use your rub-ons and off you go. Ooh, speaking of ink splatters, look at that. That is just stunning. Another one. And then this one has some little frames and arrows and words. Okay. So that is the rub-on transfer set. There are 6x8 sheets there. Yeah, that watercolor look is so beautiful, right? It's so beautiful. All right. Then we come with the mini collection pack. So there is one in lavender and one in Ocean. That will give you a really good feel. So 18 sheets, 2 each of 9 double-sided patterns. All right. Carmen said, I hope you're okay being neo-spicy. I don't know what that is. And going through the menopause, your balance is double off. Yeah, same thing. Balance is double off, and then there's a medication I take that that can make me dizzy. I don't notice it, but apparently it's there. I don't really notice it, but apparently it's there. All right, so just the beautiful, very thick, okay, that thick cardstock that we love from 49 and Market. Everything's double-sided, so kind of more of a solid on the back, 2 sheets each, but that will give you a really good feel. Oh, so pretty for the lavender. I will also open up the Ocean just because I think we'll need to see Ocean, and then the back side of all those. So it's a lavender lover's dream. Okay. I have my window open. It looks like it's going to rain in a minute, but the blinds are closed. I keep looking out, like, kind of to see if, like, there's a group of neighbors standing outside, like, listening to me and laughing, right? You know. Oh, there we go, ADHD. Okay, I didn't, neo-spicy. I don't know what neo-spicy is. Carmen, you're going to tell me more about that. All right, and then Ocean. Okay, look it. It's just so beautiful. Just so nice and sweet. And you know I love these types of papers from 49 and Market because that just screams, look at beautiful, decorated. Put your list right there. That's stunning, that watercolor. This is more Katie Pertite, you guys. That is gorgeous. She's so talented. Katie is just so talented. She is one of the designers for 49 and Market, but she's the one designing most of what you see these days, I believe. All right. And then there, the back sides. Okay, so that was Ocean. And then we have one more thing to take a look at. These are the laser cut elements. Yes, Scrapbook Sister, they are, it's a beautiful blue. It really is a beautiful blue. So the laser cut elements. And what's so nice about these, you guys, I mean, you can use these by themselves, but they work so well with so many other products, right? I think what you'll see as we start to look at Spectrum Gardenia, you could blend in a lot of Spectrum Gardenia or even other manufacturers' products for sure. So the laser cut elements, 4 sheets that are 6 inches wide by 12.5 tall. So when we talk about the laser elements, the difference between a laser element and a traditional die cut is that the intricacy and the detail, and this will probably be the best example to show you. I'll pull out this little kind of rope braid looking piece. Look at all of that detail. Actually, let me grab something that's light, and then you'll be able to see that background. Oh, well, you're not really going to be able to see that. Anyhow, you can see it looks like an eyelet. It really looks like an eyelet. So that is the type of detail that you get from a laser cut as opposed to a die cut. We'll look at the 49 and Market die cuts from Spectrum Gardenia in a second, and you will see the difference. Well, here's another good example. Look at the doily. That doily is so intricate. You can't get that with the die cut. You only can get that with like the laser cut. Oopsie. Every once in a while I'm out of frame, you guys, and I don't see it until, yeah, let's put that back. I don't see it until I'm about 15 seconds behind or ahead of you guys. So I don't realize that I'm out of frame until after the fact. Sorry about that. You'll also see that like in a piece like this. Oh my gosh, they're just so beautiful. The laser cut pieces. All right, so like, look at that. Isn't that just stunning, that detail? So beautiful. So those are the laser cuts for the lavender collection. Lavender laser cut elements. And then we'll take a quick peek at the ocean. We'll take a quick peek at the ocean. I watch what you guys can see, believe it or not. I watch it. But sometimes, well, it's because it's late. When it's down like this, well, it's delayed. Because when it's down like this, I can see that you guys can see. When I put it up to the camera, sometimes it's just not quite. Oh, look at this piece. Oh my goodness. So if you are working with these, obviously you want to be really careful. Kind of like back in the day when we played with paper dolls. And you needed to be really careful as you were kind of separating them from the, the little sheet that they came on. But this is just... Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Just beautiful. The laser cut elements are spectacular. So this one also has 4 sheets, and that is the ocean. All right. Okie doke. So now let's move into Spectrum Gardenia. And that is the newest of the 49 and Market collections that is available on the market right now. Hi, Nancy. Nice to see you. Yes, yes. Feeling much better, minus a cough. All right, so let's start with the chipboard. The chipboard will be similar to the die cuts in that, well, I should say similar, and that this is a great way to tell the difference between either the chipboard or the die cuts and the laser cut elements. That's how you know it's either a piece of chipboard and die cut, because the technology, you can't get in that intricacy that you can with a laser cut element. So generally with a die cut or a piece of chipboard, you'll have a white border around it, right? So look at the difference. Die cut, chipboard versus laser cut. They're both awesome. They're both great. But I think a lot of times people are like, well, I don't really understand, like, what's a laser cut and why is it different than a die cut or a piece of chipboard? So there you go. Good difference. So those are all of the chipboard pieces. Well, you haven't seen them yet, but, and thin chipboard, right? So thin chipboard, not a lot of bulk. So if you're trying to stay away from a lot of bulk in your projects, not super bulky, but at the same time, if you want to add the bulk, you just add a pop dot or foam square behind it. So beautiful colors, lots of great sentiments, butterflies, botanicals, tabs. little circles, labels. So there you go. That is those are the chipboard pieces, and there are 58 of those. That will give you an idea of what's part of that chipboard pack. Okay, then we also have the chipboard words. And the chipboard words, I love these. Again, they're going to be a thinner chipboard, so totally work in your, these will totally work in your traveler's notebooks. You don't have to stay away from them because they're, you know, they're still pretty thin, but great font and great for your titles, right? So great for your titles or on your 12 by 12 scrapbook pages. Really nice size. What does that say? Oh, go. I'm looking at it this way going, what job? Well, I don't know what that says. It says go. So you have a mixture of words in all the colors. So this is kind of the color palette of Spectrum Gardenia. That's what you see right there. That's pretty much the color palette. So purple, red, kind of a nice bright pink, light blue, a peachy color, and a green. That's as good. That's upside down as well. And then you also have these little word strips. So nice assortment there. With this, you have 72 pieces. So non-adhesive. Yes, Tracy, this is new 49 in market. It is called Spectrum Gardenia, and it is beautiful, right? It's just stunning. Terry, does 49 in market collections work well with each other as well as Simple Stories collections do? Yes, they absolutely do. So if I pulled out, let's say I wanted to pull out, well, the most recent collection that 49 in market did, I don't know if I have it up here, the Anywhere, their travel collection. This color is in the travel. This color is in the travel. I want to say maybe the purple. I don't quite remember, but I know those two colors are in the collection. So you could absolutely work these things across collection with 49 and market as well. And I mean, really, there's even some of these things that you could work other manufacturers. I mean, there are some things here. These things would totally go with any of Vicky's collections, Paige Evans, Jen Hadfield. You could even pull in, I think some of these things would even work really well with like Maggie Holmes, especially when you get to the butterflies and the florals. So yes, but they definitely cross within each other, from collection to collection. And that's not, you know, across the board, but what you see 49 in market doing with their color swatches, like the lavender and like ocean, because these are color swatches, they have like sectioned out the different colors, and then you start seeing those colors being used in the collection. So these are kind of like your essentials, right? You could use the color swatches across collections, and because color swatches could be used across collection, that means that you have things within a collection that could also be used cross collection. That's a great question. That's a great question, Terry. Yeah, great sentiments. Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer said, hey, everyone, let's give this live a thumbs up this evening. Yes, everyone, let's do that. I'll even do it when we're done. No. Well, I can, but I can only do it once. You can only do it once. All right, so there we go. But you can do it once on every video. How on earth will I put all this away? I know, Valerie, and I'm leaving town tomorrow. So Lily will be here working while I'm gone. And so, I don't know, I may just give her here's a nice pile, Lily. She's so good about that. All right, next up we have the Bubbles and Bubbles. So look how fun these are. First of all, I will point out there are 153 pieces in here, okay? 153 pieces, that is a lot. You get a nice cross section of not only color, but you also get a nice cross section of shape. So look at down here. 2 different sizes of hearts. And look at all those mini hearts. They're so cute. And some of them even have patterns. Little polka dots, little stripes, and then your solids. So this for I can't remember the retail on these, but I remember it's pretty low. So you get a lot you get a big bang for your buck. And then I love these guys with all the words behind them. These little ones are kind of tone-on-tone butterflies. And then you have all the circles and circles with little hearts on them. So I think they do a really, really, really nice job with their, these are kind of their version of enamel dots, the Bubbles and Bobbles. They are epoxy coated stickers. So, but I mean, It's a sticker with epoxy on top, so it looks like an enamel dot. All right, those are the Wishing Bubbles and Bubbles. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, right? All right, next up we have the ephemera bits. I'm going to put these on another tray because there's a lot of them in here. 145. Carmen, that's a great question. Carmen said, are you doing full kits on these like I did Simple Stories? I have not at this time, Carmen. If you want me to put one together with you, for you, and I will, or anyone really, and I will discount it like I do the Simple Stories big bundles. The Simple Stories big bundles, I started doing 2 releases ago, and that basically gives you almost everything in the collection. And when I do that, you get it 15% off. So if you, I haven't done them with 49 to Market yet, but I could certainly look at doing that. With the, so Carmen, reach out. These are the ephemera. This is the ephemera pack, right? Yeah, the ephemera pits, not the ephemera pits. The ephemera bits. Let's start over. The ephemera bits. Look at this viewfinder reel. How fun is that? You know what would be super cute too? Look at, you could put, oh my goodness, this would be darling. Look at, I could take those little baubles and put like a heart in each one of those, a different color heart. Wouldn't that be so fun? And then put a little title in there. I'm just like making something up as we go. You could do something like that there and put all those little hearts in a little, would be so fun. Now I want to play, but I can't. I have to pack. I am not packed yet. Oh, there's another good example of a difference between a die cut and a laser cut, right? White outline. In a die cut, they just can't, it's totally different technology. They can't get that same intricate detail as they can in a laser cut. So laser cut on the right, die cut on the left. Oh, well, look at, there we go. So this one is printed. It doesn't have the little pop outs, but you could do the same thing. You could do like a little tone on tone here and do, oh, that would be so fun. Look at, do all your little hearts around the little viewfinder in a rainbow. That would be super cute. Let's put that back. All right. Anyhow, tons. I mean, look at the size and scale of all these pieces. You've got some small pieces, but then you've got some really nice big size pieces. Ooh, another reel there. Let's take a look at that package so you can just kind of get it. Well, there you go. You can, if you want to see kind of more of what's in that pack, you can go to the website and see that, laylebymail.com, and click on what's new. All right. Carmen, I know you're leaving, and you're leaving a little bit earlier than planned, right? So sorry. All right. This is one of 2 6x8 paper packs for Spectrum Gardenia. This one is called Painted Foundations. This one, I'd want to have like 800 of, honestly. So this one is 28 sheets, 3 each of 9 double-sided patterns, plus 1 fussy cut element sheet. So fussy cut element sheet is always, I don't know where it is. I thought it was always on, I guess we'll find it. I thought it was always on the back of the piece. Well, I guess we'll look. Anyhow, but look at, isn't that awesome? Love that. That 6x8, right? So if you're using this in a traveler's notebook, great size, because all we do is trim it down a little bit and then it's perfect size. That one, love, love, love. They're just so, it's just, again, it's like that mixed media without having to do all the work or having to own all the product or having to have a clue what you're even doing or having to get messy and dirty and all the things, right? I mean, I know for some of you that's really fun because you love it and you know what you're doing. For somebody like me, I look at it and I'm like, I don't even know what to do with any of that. That is the piece that I used on, oh, not that one, on that, right? So look how easy, literally, I mean, this, so easy. You could add little photos there. It just, all that design work is done for you, which I love about that. All right, so that is, oh, look at that one. That, I love that stripe. That is like everything. That is so good. And then you have the back sides. So the back sides are going to be just kind of your watercolor-y looking, designs, right? kind of some of those solids with a little bit of like mixed media action going on in the back. So that is the painted foundations. Painted foundations. Okay. This is funny, you guys. So I have new charms that I ordered. And if you don't know, Sam, our younger son, that's one of his little side hustles. Well, not one of his little side hustles. That's his side hustle. I design the charms. I buy the product, design the charms, and then I give him all the stuff. And then he makes them all. And so he's coming over tomorrow after we leave to pick up the next set of charms to work on. And he's like, where are you going to leave them, Mom? And I said, I'll leave them on the desk in my craft room. He's like, Mom, you need to make sure they're in a place that I can see them, because your craft room, sometimes it's really hard to find things in there. Yeah, because it's a giant mess. So after tonight, it's going to be a giant mess. I'll have to figure out a way to, I'm not sure if it'll all get picked up before I leave. We'll see. Okay, this one is the 6x8 Classics Collection Pack. So we just saw the, what was that called? Oh my gosh, I just told us. That one was the painted foundations. Oh, I understand. So painted foundations, you know what that is? That's like she painted all of the things on there, like all kind of the mixed media and whatever. This one, Classics Collection Pack. So this is what we normally see from 49 and Market in their paper packs. The, you know, kind of where the not just the artwork, because the artwork is stunning. Oh, look it. So we have a little bit of the ocean in there. We also have a little bit of that lavender in there too, don't we? Oh, and the rouge. Aha, so guess what I'm getting here? I'm getting now that all of their color swatch kind of colors that they're doing now intermixing very well with Spectrum Gardenia, right? And I guess maybe it's the Spectrum. It's beautiful red, nice blue. That's a good mix of all the colors. Ooh, see, I wish I knew how to do art like that, but guess what? I don't have to, because I can just say, oh, look at what I did. Oh, that. I love that. I love the butterflies. Oh, and there's one of the cut aparts in that one. So those are all of the patterns. And the back sides of these, just take a quick look at those. Oh, now that is not, or maybe I got them turned around. Look at those. I love that. I love kind of all that layering and all that ephemera that's worked in there. The pink one, the purple, the ocean, or excuse me, not purple, lavender, ocean. All right, so that is the Classics Collection Pack. All right, we're still going strong, friends. Some more things to share. Then we move into the laser cuts. I know, Carmen, I know she can totally assist me in all that. Yes, I've had my lessons. I need more lessons from her. All right, this collection, Spectrum Gardenia, has, I think, 6 different laser cut element packs. This one's my favorite, the butterflies. All of the laser cuts like we saw in Ocean and in Lavender, 4 sheets, 6 inches wide by 12.5 inches tall. So this 89 assorted butterflies in various colors and sizes. Dawn, I know, Dawn said the same thing that Carmen did. A Spectrum Gardenia big bundle would be a good thing. I probably won't get them added before I leave. However, Dawn and Carmen, if you would like them, shoot me an email. And then we can go from there. And then when I get back, I will put together big bundles, because then I need to put them on the website. All right, so the greens, the blues, the purples or lavenders, the reds, the pinks, the oranges, yellows, and then more. Okay, so it was those that I used actually on both of these lists. I used some of those die cut, or excuse me, laser cut, important differentiation. I used some of those laser cut butterflies at the start of that list. And then I also used those laser cut butterflies there, and there. So those are the laser cut butterflies. You butterfly fans, loads of butterflies there. And then we have the essential laser cuts. So essential laser cuts, these are just kind of your good basics. There's some film strips. There are these little like pieces of trim, some tickets, some stamps. So there we go. Even like, look at, there's like little heart buttons with a little twine in them. Those, seriously, Those look like buttons, and guess what? You don't even have to cut the twine. It's already done for you. Some little like frayed edge notebook paper pieces. Those are your little trim pieces. Look at those. That's just so beautiful. And then tickets, and you even have like little bread bag tags, right? Your little bread bag tags. All right. So those are the, excuse me, essentials. And I used those. That's what those pieces are. That little ticket, or excuse me, stamp, ticket. Those were laser cuts from that essential pack. All right. Then we have the leaves laser cuts. Oh my goodness, these are stunning. I probably said that like a million times tonight. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Nick makes so much fun of me. He's like, cut it with the like June Cleaver language. And I'm like, what do you mean? It just comes out. Oh my goodness, I'm not trying to be June Cleaver. I see these things and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's just so amazing. So these are the laser cut leaves. Oh, look at these. Aren't those stunning? They're just so, and the intricacy again with those laser cuts. So 4 sheets, 6 by 12.5. These are great for layering. But look at the green ones. And the blue and the lavender. So if you're looking at the lavender and the ocean ones and going, oh my gosh, I love those laser cut elements. But you know what? That's a lot of one color. I'd like more assortment. There you go. Spectrum Gardenia has the assortment. Those were the leaves. And then, 49 Market is always so awesome with their packaging. This is that's part of the packaging, right? That's like the back of the packaging, which is so awesome because you can use all of that. I love that they do double duty with their packaging like that. All right. Then we have, these are called general. These are like the general laser cut elements. Now, I just noticed this. So look at Ella, something happens. These are the general laser cut Ellas. These are special, the Ellas. If you're hip and cool, that's what they call them, the Ellas. We don't call them elements, we call them Ellas. All right, so this will give you a really good idea of the generals. Hi, Linda, nice to see you. Yeah, Louisa, aren't they? She said those laser cuts are gorgeous. I always like to show these because I think sometimes if you're like, laser cuts, like what are the what are laser cuts? Why do I care about them? That's again the back of the packaging. You cut all those out. But here we go. So these are the generals. And general is pretty much what it means. This is just a good cross section of different elements from the collection. But look at that. Look at how intricate. I'm shocked that how they even do this. I don't even know, but that is just unbelievable. Those are really cool, like with the little stitches up there on those little word strips. Carmen, it's your stepdaughter's birthday. Her name's Ella. That's funny as I say Ella. I love these little bows too. Like the ribbon bows. You would never know in a million years that those weren't real ribbon. Even that, like the button with the little thread. So good. And then look at those. Look at little safety pins. Like the little safety pins holding the little tags. They're just so clever. I tell you, just so clever. So much fun that you can have with all of this goodness. All right. Then I told you I think I said like there's 6 laser cut packs with this collection. These are the florals. Oh, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say, oh my goodness. Gosh, you guys could have a drinking game. Every time I said, oh my goodness, every time I said, oh my goodness, you guys would be having a pretty fun night, wouldn't you? There's the back of the packaging again. That's just like bonus. You cut those up. Oh, this kills me. Look at that. Oh, I'm not going to say, I was going to say, oh my goodness. Oh my heavens. That's a little bit more June Cleaver too, isn't it? Oh my heavens. Oh my stars. Unbelievable. So beautiful. Okay. Look at the intricacies. They're just so, I know. I could go on and on. I'll keep going. Those are the florals. Oh no, there's only 5 of those. Okay. Then, oh my goodness, from Annie. Annie, like Orphan Annie? I don't know if I've ever seen that. All right, these are the Gardenia film strip frames. Now, I'm not sure why they're called Gardenia, because they're all black and white, or all kind of black and gray. But remember when we talked about how there's a lot of black in this collection to help kind of balance out and tone, not tone down, but kind of ground all the color. Well, look at these. All of these film strips would be so nice mixed in with all of this color, right? Look at, doesn't that just together? It just really kind of helps to ground it. Anyhow, there's a lot of film strips in that one. And this is something that you can work into any of your projects, right? Those are just really good staples. There are 30 film strips and frames in there. Okay, moving right on. Rub-ons. Those of you that are your rub-on fanatics. Yes, Louisa. So I always, I try very hard not to say, I'll say OMG, but I try not to say the G word. That's another one that I just, that's something that for years in all of my careers that I've had, I try to steer clear of that because some people get very offended when you use that word. And I totally understand. So that's probably why I say, oh my goodness, so much. Whereas other people would say, oh my gosh, that's a Utah thing. Oh my gosh, or oh my heck is definitely, those are both Utah things. Okay, there are 6 packs of rub-ons with this collection. Now, there are a number of them that are so great and neutral. I know, wowza, right? Wowza. Okay, another hydration break. It's starting to rain outside too. We've had so much rain, which is nice because everything is so green. Okay, let's take a look at the rub-on packs. So there are 3 packs that are 6 by 8. These are the Gardenia Extras. These I love because as far as I'm concerned, you could put these with anything, any collection, any manufacturer. These are just really good staples, in my opinion. So here we go. Look at those words. Beautiful, super simple font, great colors. You can work those in with any of your projects. You'd be hard pressed to find something you couldn't work any of those into, right? Because they're just super neutral, great patterns. Those, look at the stitches. A sheet of black stitches and a sheet of colored stitches that are all kind of coordinate, not only with the collection, but you know what? These, you guys, all of this would blend really well with Sunkissed from Pretty Little Studio, right? So definitely cross-manufacture as well. And then let's look at these. Oh, those little window panes. Love that. That's another really cool one. And then a little bit of water-like splatters with some text and numbers behind it. So 6 6x8 sheets. That one is called General. Or excuse me, Gardenia Extras, not General. Gardenia Extras. Okay. And then, oh my gosh, it's a giant mess in here. Next up, we have Gardenia Botanical Rub-Ons, okay? So I won't open up all of those, but we'll just look at those botanicals, right? And all those awesome colors that are part of that color palette of Spectrum Gardenia, the green, the blue, the lavender, the pink, the red, and the orange. All 6x8 sheets. So you get a mixture of florals, butterflies, kind of those little, I don't know what I just called them over there, window pane, little window pane pieces. And all right, next you have the leaves rub-ons. Louisa said she loves the 49 and Market rub-ons. Yeah, they're wonderful. They're like butter. Again, 6 sheets, 6x8, you have the coordinating colors in the leaves. So if you're like, oh, I don't know about I'm not quite so sure how I'd use the acetate leaves. Well, there you go. You've got all the leaves in rub-ons. Now, Terry said, do you have a cutoff time tonight? If so, you are, thank you, Terry, 20 minutes to 9. Not necessarily. I just have to pack. But thank you. You're always so good about that, Terry, making sure that I'm on track in case I need to, in case I need to jet. These, now the next 3, you guys, are 12 by 12. 12 by 12 sheets. The only thing that means is that they're just really big. That means you can use them on larger projects. A word like that, together. Those of you that are your 12 by 12 scrapbookers, look at together. That would be an awesome title on a 12 by 12 layout, right? So you'd still use these the way that you would the smaller ones. You just cut them up, cut them up and then use them on your project. But this just gives you a little bit of a different size, I guess. Basically different size. So there you go. So, so good. And I love all those splatters again, right? In case I need to pack, I know. In case I need to pack. All right, next up, Gardenia Butterfly Flight. Look at those clusters of the butterflies, right? And look at those. My heart just like literally skipped a beat. I haven't looked at these like up close before. Look at that. Look at, that would work so well on the bottom of a traveler's notebook insert, wouldn't it? Those little strips. Love, love, love those. And I think I'm seeing, look it up there. That one, you guys, that is one piece. That is one rub-on. So if you wanted to use that in one solid piece, those of you, your 12 by 12 scrapbooks, perfect. Either at the top of a layout, the bottom of the layout, then you're off and running. And those little smaller ones I love because those work in our traveler's notebooks. Creative Cindy, I am actually headed to Toronto. My husband Nick is there on a business trip right now, and I am meeting him at the tail end of his business trip. You guys, seriously, since we just came back from a long trip, I really hemmed and hawed about going. I'm like, no, I'm not going to go. Honestly, the only reason I'm going, Vicky lives there. Vicky lives outside of Toronto. And so we are going to meet up with her and her husband, Rich. And the four of us are going to have like an amazing, crazy time. The guys are going to golf on Friday. And then we're going to the Niagara on the lake. And there's Niagara of wine country. We're going on winery tours and all kinds of things. So it is going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of work that had to happen before I could leave. So we're getting there. We're getting there. But you know, if you work hard, you gotta work hard to play hard, and you gotta play hard to work hard, right? Anyhow, so yes, that's where I am going. You know what, Karen, we're not planning on doing a live. I don't know, maybe we'll do something impromptu, like when we're out one day shopping or something, but we're not planning on doing a live because we'll have the guys with us, and it's definitely a play trip, not a work trip, but maybe we'll just like hop on a live together and be like, hey, everybody, here we are, or whatever. This is just the basic kind of general, doesn't really have a name to it. It's just Spectrum Gardenia rub-on transfer sheet. So Spectrum Gardenia rub-ons. And those are just more of that beautiful, 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 larger size, larger scale. All right, we're almost done, you guys. There was a lot to cover tonight. Flip throughs of 2 new mini book project kits, the look at 6 new stamp sets, and then all of the Spectrum Gardenias. So yes, Carmen, sidecar, Rich and Nick. It's going to be a ball. They are so similar. It is scary. I mean, we even figured out yesterday, like down to their like golf handicap. They were so similar. It's scary. Both very dry sense of humor. Yeah, anyhow, it's going to be a lot of fun. Vicky and I have met each other's families many, many, many times, but our husbands have never met. So it should be a fun. Yeah. Okay. So, 4 more things to look at, and I'll make it quick. So they are the rub-ons, not rub-ons. Already looked at rub-ons. The washi tape. Okay. Let's look at washi. Yep. Let's look at washi. All right. So let me go to my little book here and let's find a new page. It's almost time I have something new coming that I'm going to start using. Again, necessity is the mother of invention. So I'm going to make it for me, and then I'll make it available for you guys if you want. But anyhow, look at this one. So this is one of the postage stamp washies. And what that means is you can use it as a full sheet, but it's perforated, right? They're perforated like little postage stamps. So I just love these. These just make me so happy. Beautiful, nice size, beautiful color, beautiful pattern. So that is the first of the postage stamp washi. There are 2 postage stamp washies, okay? 2 postage stamp washies. This little guy, and they're both called Spectrum Gardenia. Oh, colored. Okay, this is colored, and this one is just postage stamp. So postage stamp, and this is colored postage stamp. You'll see the difference. And once I get them all down, I'll lift them up to the camera so you can kind of take a closer look. Also postage stamp. This one, just more solid color. with white, kind of white design as opposed to the pattern that you see. So there we go. There's the full run. And again, perforated, so you could use 1 or 2 or 3 pieces or single or whatever you wanted to do. So colored postage stamp and colored postage stamp here, postage stamp there. All right, then we have the washi stickers. Hi, Kelly Adkins. Nice to see you. Then we have the 2 sets of washi tape stickers. If you haven't seen the washi tape stickers before from 49 and Market, they're pretty awesome. They are pretty cool. And if you've wondered, well, what the heck is a washi tape sticker? Well, I am going to show you. Let me unpeel this. And hang on. Obviously haven't opened this yet. It's so funny, you guys. Most of the time, when I am seeing something for the first time is when you're seeing something for the first time because I haven't used it yet. All right, so washi tape stickers. You'll notice there is a kind of an opaque background. If I come in and peel off that opaque background from the sheet, the protective sheet, right? I am pulling that off. Those are my now washi stickers, okay? So I think that's the easiest way to use them is to peel off, and I've got kind of that, let me just get rid of that because that is the part that was holding it all together when we first started. There we go. So there are your washi stickers, okay? So they're just like washi. They feel like washi. They're a little bit translucent like washi is, and they just go right down. So I'll show you. Let me put this little guy down because you'll probably be able to see this one a little bit more. If I do that one vertically, you can kind of, you'll still be able to see, you'll still see the lines from the composition notebook, but it looks just like washi, right? Especially with that. I mean, those look like, well, stickers, right? They're like washi stickers. So these repeat every, I think 13 inches if I recall. So you'll see there's the full set and then they repeat. So something like this, if you have friends, well, I know you have friends, but if you have friends that craft and you're like, oh my gosh, we love these. Well, guess what? You have enough here with the 13. You could just split these up, cut. Everybody gets 1 or 2 or however many friends you're splitting with, or you just keep them all to yourself because you love them that much. Those are the washi stickers. So that's one set of washi stickers. I think these are so clever. I mean, look at, you even have little clips. You have your butterflies, you have words, you have labels. I think they're really a pretty awesome product. And I don't know if we've really seen anybody else, I'm trying to think, I don't know, in our world at least, if we've really seen anybody else do something like that. I think it's such a cool concept, the washi tape stickers. And they do those with all their collections. So those are the butterfly washi stickers. And then we have the botanical washi stickers. Terry said, holy buckets, Batman, I am going to need those stacked. Yes, 13 inch. So you know what? Is that the washi standard? You know what, Karen? I'm not sure. That is a really good question. Let's just do a little, oopsie. Drop something there. Hang on. I need to find, well, I'll do that in a minute. We'll test it in a minute. I'll test it with one of my washi because I should know, but I don't remember if 13 inches or not. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Karen said, this line might throw my banker over the edge. Oh, that's funny. All right, so the second set of washi stickers. And these are the botanicals, right? Yeah, botanicals. So same concept. We're going to have the pattern repeating every 13 inches. But there's a lot of stickers on here, you guys. There are a lot of stickers. Okay. So look at those. Okay, there's our 13-inch repeat right there. So you have the botanicals, you have the clips again, some words, some leaves. Just such a really fun, great assortment in that beautiful color palette that is part of Spectrum Gardenia.